Alright, what's going on, Smiley here, and welcome to Hunter Deck Spotlight, so to speak. This is kind of a mixture of like a bunch of decks and stuff I've been dicking around with after the new patch. So obviously the patch came out, Leroy got the shit nerfed out of him, and Starving Buzzard also got the shit nerfed out of it. And obviously Hunter, as a result, people were just sort of like, oh, it's dead now, like it's lost budget unleashed, it has no purpose, like it's shit. But the thing is with Hunter is it's like it's still super viable because it's so fast. Like it does so much damage and it's so fast. Like the idea behind it, I think, like the bit that I found that just makes it wreck face is that it's so quick to get out on board and to just sort of slapping you in the face like Zoo is. But then where Zoo kind of peaks and can start to run out of steam if it gets cleared, Hunter has the opportunity to just play a fucking web spinner and then double kill command you in the face, and suddenly you're dead if you're like, I don't know. It's really hard to deal with, and this is the kind of deck that I've put together. It's kind of a mixture of copied decks from certain places. I've been watching Rekful stream quite a lot recently, and I saw him put Black Knight in the deck, and I thought that was a really good idea because what it kind of does is it sort of substitutes for Leroy in a way. It's like that one singular card. It's your one legendary, right? Like, but Black Knight is really good for Hunter because it will say you're playing against a Paladin, right? And they drop Tyrion. You can kill Tyrion straight up with your Black Knight and then get lethal. Like, it's a really nice lethal provider, and also just a really strong 6-drop. Especially with like I've been playing quite a bit of Pally and Druid recently, and they both run like big taunts, obviously, and it's just a really good card. I've been using this and Lotheb and also Sludge Belchers and stuff, and I found that the Black Knight has been like the most effective card for me. Like it's had the most, I felt like it's been the most useful over the time I've been playing with it. Then you've got High Mains, obviously, because it's fucking great. It's just like it's always going to be there. I've got Hound Masters. For a while, I had no Hound Masters, and I was running 2 Sludge Belchers because I thought it was much better. I thought it was really good. I was so sold on Sludge Belcher being the better card. But after playing with it for a while, I've realised that Houndmaster is just so nice, and it so often plays on curve when you get an animal companion and you pull it up, or like turn 5, instead of having a Sludge Belcher, you web spinner, Houndmaster it. I think it just fits in the deck better. You should usually have enough beasts. Now the main core of this deck comes from the Undertaker into Leponome, into Web Spinner, into Mad Scientist, into Loot Hoarder. Loot Hoarder, obviously, is pretty much the main big change. It's where you cut your buzzers and just put these in. It's pretty nice because it gives you a draw, which is good. It's relatively difficult to deal with for quite a lot of classes that don't have ping abilities. It's not like you come against too many mages. It's bad against Druid, obviously, but you don't come against too many of them. And for the most part, it's mainly there to do is buff your Undertaker and draw you a card. So it's pretty good in that sense. And I've like found it being really useful. Like I've always I don't know, for me it's worked out really well. Obviously Neponome and Undertaker and stuff is like the way this deck works so fast is because even if you don't draw the Undertaker, usually you when you mulligan for drops, right? Like you've got 6 2-drops here and you've got 6 1-drops here, right? So like you're pretty much guaranteed to have a nice curve off those in the early game. Like it's almost always going to happen. I found it being really good. And then as for the traps, I run 3 traps. I have a sniper, freezing trap, and explosive trap. I run one of each just because I think it's kind of cool. It looks cool. And I found it being a lot more effective than I thought. I was a bit like, I always felt like having 2 freezing traps or 2 explosive traps. I never felt like I got really good value out of both of them. But when I run the snipe as well, I found snipe to be giving me a lot more, or doing a lot more for me than I thought it would. Like I went up against a Miracle Rogue and bam, snipe, suddenly fucking like you can win the game with like it's become, in my head it wasn't great, but like actually seeing it in practice, even if it like snipes a harvest golem or something like that, it's still really effective. So I've been using snipe and it's been working really well. Obviously 2 bows, just for the straight face damage, and the traps work really nicely just to give you bow charges. It's half of the point. I guess you could change it. You could cut the snipe and stick in another explosive or another freezing, depending on what you're going up against a lot of the time. But I think I would probably not, if I was going to cut the snipe, it'd be another explosive and not another freezing, because I feel like snipe does what freezing does, kind of like it does. Like obviously freezing delays it more, but snipe, if they play a Druid of the Claw and attack into it, freezing stops it. If they play a Druid of the Claw and taunt it, snipe puts it down to 2, which makes it lepronomable, makes it single buff for this, killed by this. Like it's really good. I think it's really strong. Obviously 2 Flare and 2 Hunter's Mark because they're fucking unbelievable. Animal Companion because it's great. This is actually like my favorite card in the game. I'm like sold on it, and Kill Command to finish them off. But yeah, it's a really, really nice deck. I've played like 5 matches with this, this final version. I played like, I don't know, 15, 20, probably more than that, building up to it, like changing around cards, trying out these. I tried out I tried out Unleash the Hounds and Cult Master, and I also tried out like running Hyena with Unleash and stuff, and that didn't work. But yeah, this is the Final deck, and it's been really good, and I haven't actually lost with it in those 5 games that I've played. It's just been fucking great. So it's actually 2 days till the new season, and I'm probably going to be going ham on the new season. I intend to play Hearthstone quite a lot. I'll probably stream as much as I can, pulling like late nights and shit. I wanna actually like really try and do well this season. I was going to do it this the season that's just gone. I did play quite a bit at some points, but then I found that I was what with the whole moving to uni thing, a bit distracted. But now I'm going to be doing some super hard, try hard Hearthstone arenaing in the next season. And you should come watch me stream and stuff. It'll be all of the funs if you like to see stuff. I'll also be streaming this deck. Probably not tonight, because obviously tonight is the big Dota night I'm going to be doing. But probably tomorrow night if I do stream, and if not, then Wednesday night I will definitely be streaming probably 1 to 2 hours of Hearthstone or something. I'll be playing this deck and stuff. So if you want to see those, stick around. There'll also be some VODs going up on the channel, so watch out for them. Anyway, thanks for watching if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.